whatever you did. Your test rig.
This is the... Yep. And everything moves.
Now, so you're setting routes?
No, I'm just every point and every relay is on the same V port.
Ah, so you're testing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's a mixture of the 3.3 volt
Yes.
and the 5 volt controls.
And then an Arduino as well, as for good luck.
Fantastic. First time lucky?
No.
Yeah. You mean you had to work for it? And what do we have here?
Depends if you want me to tell you about your board that's white, labelled wrong.
It is. You had me confused because you said no. You said I got the message that said it's reverse, and I'm going through all the reverse logic. Like, no, the reverse works, and it doesn't. And I've done it. So I've tried the reverse logic on that, and it was working fine. So I went through all three, and I shot this video showing how all the reversal was working. What I hadn't got from you is the labels were reversed.
I said reversed, not reversing.
Can I get the staff?
Nope. Something about what you pay for, you get.
That's it.
So that's that sorted.
Okay, Chris.
Well, I need to get this one working, right?
Okay. Sorry, what was your name again?
Russell.
Russell. I'm Dave.
Hello.
There is a problem with this drive.
That's a good start.
Sponsor.
Yeah, so we've opened the sponsors CSV.
Good mate. You? Yeah, fantastic. I was just about to shoot a video for myself, so everything was charged up.
We commandeer you.
Hey,
Nope, that's
fantastic.
database.
From the time better myself.
Loading database, loading sponsors, initializing firmware.
So have we made the change?
I'm doing it now.
All right. I'm just.
Wait, hang on. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but I wasn't forming on that.
I was about to say that.
How do you spell out Cura Scale? Is it W? A double C, I mean?
Yes. ACCURASCALE.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Just check it.
Russell,
Correct.
what these are connected, so that's dragging real-time data off the internet or something, is it?
So basically that one's showing like real-time data, just like you'd see at a real station. So this is Milton Keynes at the moment.
How do you get that? Is it through a connection on the internet?
Yeah, this is connected to Wi-Fi at the moment. And there's public feeds for any developer can connect to it and get the real-time data.
Right.
I just use it to show the data again on sort of like authentic, sort of realistic looking departure boards you'd find at any train station really.
Right. And you make this, yes?
Yeah, I designed and manufacture them.
So tell us who you are, what your company is, and where you're based.
So I'm Russell Peary, company's in Bristol and it's UK departure boards.
Right, and you are exclusive to model railways, is it? Or
No, I don't really do much with model railway at all at the moment. It's just make the the ones that sort of show the national rail stuff.
Right. And who would typically be your customer then?
It's mostly train enthusiasts and train spotters and that sort of market at the moment.
So I'd have one up in my railway room and with my favourite station, it would show me real-time departure.
Exactly, yeah, you can set it to any UK station. It does like buses, trams, London Underground, pretty much all the services, yeah.
So you've got power going into these boards? I see a USB port there, is that?
So the large LED board's powered from 5 volts.
Right.
Takes about 1.5 amps, and it just needs a Wi-Fi connection. The little board is powered through any USB socket. Again, it's 5 volts, and it's also Wi-Fi as well.
And that's mirroring what's on the mid-size board, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got them set to the same station at the moment for showing the same data, but they can be completely independent.
Yes. What we'll do a second.
And how long have you been doing this?
It's sort of a hobby side project. It's not my real-time job, but I think I've been doing it for about 5 or 6 years, sort of in my spare time.
And is there a lead time for delivery, or is it the same sort of panel standardised and you can ship it to whoever wants it?
We usually hold a lot of stock, but like a viral tweet went out the other, I think it was early Jan, which has completely wiped us out. So I've got nothing at the moment on the smaller boards. I've got a couple larger ones left, and again we ran out of those. So just gathering some more components, and then I think in May I get the main component I'm missing for the little one. So starting in May, I'll be able to start shipping them out again.
Right. What's the component that's giving you the most grief to get hold of then?
The main controller board, they're basically powered by little Raspberry Pis.
Okay.
The one large board uses is a Raspberry Pi 3. And they're quite easy to get hold of at the moment in large quantities. We bought a large batch of those, but the little one, it's a little Pi Zero, and they're literally near impossible to get hold of.
Right.
A new stock of those directly from Raspberry Pi is May.
Right.
So I've got everything else. Sat in my spare rooms, literally just waiting for one last component. I'll start building them again.
No, just
Fantastic.
that's fine.
On that, between a 1 and a 35 as well. Should be free. Yeah, but maybe, I'm not sure what their colour was.
Does it matter?
Probably not.
And we need to add MegaPoints in. Awesome.
Cure scale and MegaPoints. What's the wood company? Oh, aye.
Hanson's
Don't
Ply.
forget Hanson Ply.
Is it Hanson or Hanson?
Hanson. UK departure boards. Just a model shop. Columbia. Peak.
You alright in the background there, Robbie?
Yay!
MegaPoints controllers.
Yeah, so
Hanson Plywood. Brilliant.
you can change the RGB value.
You're not talking there.
No, no.
Technological, isn't it?
So you're running some trains now, Pete?
Yeah. Well, we think we are. We could be.
Quick test.
Yes. We've been running on this morning. It's just, I just put. We've literally fixed this in now, so it's all glued up, finished. And that's, as I said, you know, it's been a big job.
It looks fantastic.
Oh, it's big, it's a huge job.
Business card.
Oh, sorry.
it's now in, it's
no,
fixed.
marketing assets or anything. So the whole thing's like
We haven't got the
Just
buildings
at my
underneath,
spare
but all that's
time.
going to go in with the barriers. But the actual,
even though it's
this
under
now
a
all
purchase
lifts
and
out,
stuff,
so we can.
Right.
We know where we're going. Let me just move this.
Yeah, we're going to get some.
Yeah.
We're going to get some leaflets done.
Because we've got space at either end at layout.
So what we've done
for
also is
displays
we've
and all
stopped-
sorts.
Yeah,
Leaflets.
that'd be fantastic.
There's another mast to go there, but
Yeah, I've got a graphic
we've
design.
started to work out the lengths of the wires so you can see.
Yeah, we're going to go for that size. Yeah,
Gantry
because it's just well,
Milky's got unique
I haven't
gantry.
worked out the other side yet, but it's going to be one either end of
The
this.
more, you know, playing with electronics.
I need to work out what we need to see on the other side.
There we go.
Sat at a computer all day writing casino program.
Yeah, I know.
That's my real job, is to build it's online gambling, you know, like slot machines and stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what I do for like a real job.
Yeah, well, I want to see it going down here.
I think that's sort of one of the machines out for you to pay out a load of money.
No, take it all the way.
Can you do that?
No, if I could, I'd be on some island somewhere. Big house.
I know.
Is that train new for this year?
Yeah. Yep. All the way down, please, Phil.
Put your hand at the end, it'll run off the end.
It won't. Go on, keep going.
Is that controlled
Keep
from
going.
the phone?
Yeah.
Keep going.
The app's a bit clunky, but
Come on, keep coming. Keep coming. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Change your points.
That's it there, this said 2-1.
it's 21.
No, a bit further, Phil.
Bit further.
Just a bit, yeah. An
Yeah,
inch.
that comes up.
So what does that do?
That's it.
It's not going
Change your
Wi-Fi, is
point.
it talking directly to something?
No, so
No,
it's
it's
got
going
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
That box.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said we've got Wi-Fi.
The local.
Local.
Hang on. And again.
What?
The straight here.
You go straight, you want to go in.
Control, one handset controls one
No,
track.
look. That should be going across
So-
now.
No, it
The
isn't.
kid can't take a train over from another track.
Yeah,
He
Chris
really
is saying,
can't.
well,
Leave this one out now.
You'll need to edit this, Dave, quite drastically.
No, leave it in. People love it.
Goes in there.
It's reality.
good toilet.
Oh, it is reality.
Sort of full stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, upset.
The old running thing, it's been running all day perfect.
It's fine.
You switch it. Yeah, you put the camera on, and suddenly,
Have we got a track occupancy thing for the front?
No.
No.
Yes.
For the public.
I can
or-
hear something.
There will be one.
For the
I
public.
can hear
see.
something, Phil.
Yeah, don't worry about that for a sec.
We didn't last year though.
Yeah, we did.
For the public?
Well,
But you showed the fiddle yard rather than the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Should be flashy, it should be.
right.
We're having one for us, because at Milton Keynes,
I don't
for
know.
150 foot.
Well, they did it.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
that's what I say, we want one at either, one at
It
either
does sound
end.
like a power problem.
Well, really, no, you want.
When I'm out here, it runs perfectly. The minute I walk in, it's like,
This, so, this,
that's free, that's not even...
Yes.
line.
Yeah.
I want to know now, am I going to stop it, don't I? So I need to know when it goes past the, what's this
Yeah,
indicator,
yeah.
then it'll come up on my control.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Do I stop or not?
Yeah.
So I
Right.
need the fast line,
Yeah, that's-
floor line man needs one, and the fast line.
Yes, no,
needs
agreed,
one.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
need to
Taking
know
it in
whether to
there.
stop that
Yeah.
This
train.
one's working fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do, so
Okay,
both ends.
so we need 4 of these boards.
Four, really,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. All right. Okay, we'll work something out.
We could make it up, but it's cheap. The operators don't need it that big, do they?
Yeah, I think they're going to need it that size.
Which one?
Well, it's ideal, but I mean, it was
There you go.
cheap.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, as long
But it's gone back again.
I can say to Russell, we'll give them on here. Yeah, I want to. We might put on the train reporting number. Say, tell people it's a freight line or whatever, and where it's going. So like Crewe Basalt Hall or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Basalt Hall, yeah. So those unusual names would be quite interesting for the public to know about because it's a very unknown thing.
Turn the lights on the other end quick.
Yeah, I'll get some like.
So when, right?
When?
Okay. Good afternoon. So today we've got a really special announcement and we're going to introduce our latest sponsor who is Russell Pirrie, who runs UK Departure Boards. And we've been working with Russell for the past 4 months in developing a model rail version of the UK Departure Board that Russell makes. So in front of us here we've got 3 different sizes of departure board, and currently Russell does these ones which use a network rail API to display real-time information from a chosen station. So at the moment we've got Milton Keynes appropriately for this layout being displayed in real time. Now what we're doing with Russell is we're taking one of his boards and we're going to use it to display the model trains that are going through Milton Keynes. And on this board we can see some test data that's going on. That's displaying the platform that train's going to run through and its destination calling points. And this is going to work off RFID tags which are attached to the trains, which we had last year for doing other things, but this year we're repurposing that technology so that we can have this really innovative solution to display destinations of our model trains. So Russell, we've been working with you for the past 4 months in developing this.
Yeah.
How hard has it been? Because you've been currently making and producing real-time boards, which look fantastic. How hard has it been to get them to operate with model
well,
trains?
quite different. Like the original ones use Wi-Fi and real-time feeds, but this one's obviously talking to by a serial connection, and the firmware had to be written from the ground up. So they're completely different, really. It's the same font and sort of same free-row layout, but yeah, the way they receive the data, and actual data itself, is very different.
Okay, and is it easy or hard? This is your daytime job in writing firmware for different sorts of computers, isn't it?
No, it wasn't too hard. Just took a little bit of time to do it.
Okay.
So, obviously, having to talk to a serial port rather than a built-in Wi-Fi connection was a little different. But apart from that, writing the actual firmware wasn't too bad.
So what we're going to be doing is creating a database of all our trains, creating destinations and calling points for them, and the boards and the firmware that Russell has written are going to query that database when it's triggered from the RFID tag. So we'll have 2 of these boards for public, one at either end. One's going to do up the up line, and one's going to do the down line. So you'll be able to when you come to Chester, you'll be able to see the boards and see where the trains are actually going. So this is really innovative technology. I think it's going to look really special for everyone. And I am really excited about how this is going to look on the layout at Chester. So come along and see.
So when you mention they're connected by serial port, are you putting the data in through a serial port now? Is that what's driving it, or is that just for programming?
It just sends the real-time data. So Phil basically tells me when a train arrives at a station, gives me the train ID, the platform number, the amount of miles it's done, and then I just look at the internal database, which gives it sort of calling out list and a bit more data. And then he also tells me when it leaves. So when it comes in, it will add it to the board. When it leaves, it will remove it from the board. So it's just telling it what to do. It's not, the firmware is already on the board.
Okay, so he's reading the tag, getting it into an Arduino, I guess, and then talking to your UART, yes?
Exactly, yeah.
And inside this box, the magic source that's making it all work?
It just runs on a Raspberry Pi.
Right. So you probably had problems getting hold of them?
I have, yes. They are, certainly with all the supply chain issues, have been very hard to get hold of. The Raspberry Pi 3, we've just managed to get quite a big batch of. So that sort of large board's okay, but the little desktop departures, still waiting for the Raspberry Pi 0, which is extremely rare at the moment. But hoping to get a large batch in May, and we can continue production of those.
And how long would you say this has taken to develop?
It's actually gone through a few different revisions. I think I started about 5 or 6 years ago, and the early ones didn't look anything like this, were very crude. But you know, sort of been developing it, and over the years, it sort of ended up as what we are now, with fully enclosed cases and sort of acrylic over them, and looking a bit more like a sort of finished commercial product.
Yeah, it looks very professional.
And if people wanted to purchase one of these, where do they go?
ukdepartureboards.co.uk.
Fantastic. You're based in?
Bristol.
Right. You ship UK, worldwide, I suppose.
Mostly UK. America's been a bit of trouble at the moment with all Royal Mail had a bit of trouble, and it's just a bit harder to get over at the moment. But yeah, UK is absolutely fine. A couple go to America.
So you've been developing these for us, doing the model railway. Is it your plan to create ones that other model railway people could purchase as well?
Yeah, definitely. If people like this, I'll try and turn it into more of a commercial product, so people can either choose the real-time feeds, or they can, have the little trains talk to it instead. It will show model rail layout data instead.
Okay.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, that's the ukdepartureboards.co.uk.
Okay, so I'll leave a link at the end of the video to you.
Right, if we go to 260 here,
Where will that put us to the next one?
hang on, let's put 260 in there. Give it the last.
So you're measuring the distance of that between the masts?
What we've got is a jig,
Right.
right, because you need to get across joints. I mean, if you've not got a mobile layout, you don't have a problem, but you have with a mobile layout. So really, at that point, we're going to come round the corner. So really, we want a 260 mast,
Yeah.
because then you've got 500 all the way down, but you're coming around a corner here, so you can't have such long. So we take the Pico that comes in the box,
Right.
and we cut it down to be a gauge, because we know that our gauge is bang on 260. So if I put that there like that, I know that bang on 260. Now, the other thing to remember is this is all HO.
Right.
So it's 3.5 mil. So I'm only putting them in temporary to get the positions, because they've got to be put on blocks to lift them up, because they are quite low, which we've never, in the past, we've not that worried about. But when you put them alongside all the modern masts that we're building, it is a problem.
You go right to the edge. Yes.
Well, we're back to 260 here, you see.
Right.
Now, you see, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. This is where Mr. Waterman didn't cocked it up.
Can you not put it on the opposite side?
You spotted that, did you? You spotted that?
I wasn't.
He's too intelligent.
Not clever enough, so I have to think outside the box.
That's the next one for there, yeah.
Yeah. So what you do here, right, is we're now swapping sides.
You already knew the answer though, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't want to.
Okay. Sorry. Pete, I've no idea what you're going to do. Well, tell me what you're going to do.
Well, because you can't get it on this side, you put it on the other side, which is exactly what the railway would have done. But it's a little bit more. So what we need to do now, just to make sure, because it's important, is to get you. You go from the middle of your mast there, 260. Because you're in the middle of the. See, this is where this becomes a little bit more tricky. So you've got to, in fact, it's because you've got to go that. Well, it sort of doesn't work for you, but it does if you get what I mean. So we just got to make it's worth double checking this. Because you can tweak it, or Aaron can. Aaron's very good at tweaking the lengths. But if you're sort of giving him... Right, I'm going to... Exasperating, isn't it?
Get it right though.
Why don't I do this one?
Brilliant.
We need another 260 here.
And then, well, that's for that.
Because you're going round the corner.
And then you want another one after that.
But I'm coming back to this side now to make it look completely confusing. What's that?
Phil, servo sounds like it's ripped its gearbox out here.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Just started now.
Nobody's touched anything this end.
That one, I think.
It sounded like it was there.
Did it?
Well, Dave,
Yeah, that's it, backwards.
Well, that one's going through the crossing, that one's going straight.
Dave, that shouldn't happen because you've turned the servos off after so many seconds.
Yes, I know.
So why is that?
I have no idea.
There's only one, that one's going.
Is on the.
No, not gasket, I'm telling you.
You still only want to a relay board, don't
That's
you?
not a...
Do I? No, I gave them.
I agree. If you don't have boxes...
I mean, have what you need.
Oh,
No, you did.
forget it. Not even it's not even... Can't think about it, to be honest with you.
Is the if you change the silk screen,
Right.
I don't know if it'll match the servo.
It's to make the updates free and over the air. This station is a work of art. I'd love to meet the person who made it.
You want to pay rise?
I understand he's difficult to talk to.
Sorry, I want you to drill back, Phil, sorry.
Here we go, James.
detail to this car park,
Okay.
where we've put on the white lines across the top and added all of the crash barriers on all 6 levels of the car park itself. These are all 3D printed, resin 3D printing, and we've added these black, we think they're lights or speakers across the top. So it reflects the actual car park of Milton Keynes. The next job to do on this is do a bit of weathering, because in reality they haven't kept this very clean, so we just need to weather the front up a bit more.
Is the 3D printing something you've done? You've taken care of?
Yep, so I've designed the barriers and printed all, so there's a lot of barriers. There's about 6 metres worth of barrier all in.
It's a lot of printing.
It's a lot of printing, yeah.
How long can you print at a time? How long each?
So I can get one of these sections, and there's about 6 on a base.
Right. And that's how long in printing terms?
That takes 1 hour, 10 minutes to print 6 of them together.